Miami has its new mayor.
I will serve every single day.
Caplin News is live with the results from the runoff elections. A special visitor.
And this grant from the state is going to help us a lot in implementing those solutions to help the water quality in that area.
At FIU's Biscayne Bay campus, Caplin News goes live. And the Trump administration raising questions.
Yeah, you can already feel the impact.
After a new policy that affects international workers. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Patrick Lober.
And I'm Julian Scano. Today is Wednesday, December 10th, 2025.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
The city of Miami's runoff elections have concluded, and the results are historic. This morning, we now know who will be the new mayor of Miami. Democrat Eileen Higgins defeated Trump-endorsed Emilio Gonzalez in last night's runoff election.
Higgins will be the first female and the first Democrat in the nearly 30 years as Miami mayor. Caplin News reporter Valeria De Souza is live from Miami City Hall with more on the results. Good morning, Valeria.
Good morning. That's right. These runoff elections were being held all over Miami-Dade yesterday, and one of them being the next mayor of Miami. And residents have ultimately decided to elect Eileen Higgins to be their next mayor. The votes were tallied, with Higgins gaining 59% of the votes against her Trump-endorsed opponent, Emilio Gonzalez, as he gained 41%. These election results are going to be one for the history books, as Higgins will become the first ever female mayor to lead the city of Miami. She's also the first Democrat to be elected since 1997, and the first non-Hispanic mayor since the 1990s. I had the opportunity to go to Higgins' watch party at the Miami Women's Club, where I was able to witness the crowd of supporters chanting her name as the results were officially announced, and holding up signs that read Mayor-elect Eileen Higgins. Her closest friends and family were also by her side while she gave her celebratory speech. In this speech, she stated that these results are not only celebratory, but a promise to every Miami resident.
I will serve every single day to be the honest, effective, hardworking mayor you deserve.
She expressed that she will work on opening more opportunities for small businesses, tackling the affordability crisis, and protecting the streets and the environment. On to other election results, the elected Miami Commissioner seat for District 3 is Rolando Escalona, winning by 53%, while his controversial opponent, Frank Arroyo, gained 47% of the votes. For the Miami Beach Group 1 Commissioner seat, Monica Mateo Salinas won by a landslide, with 71% of the votes, as her opponent, Monique Pardo Pope, resulted in 29%. On to Hialeah's newly elected council member seats, also taking a win with a pretty big margin. Jaylene Perez resulted in 80% of the votes for Group 3, and William Marrero with 71% for Group 4. For the results officially in, Miami-Dade residents are looking forward to see what these newly elected officials have in store for their cities. For more information, visit our website at caplinnews.fiu.edu. In Miami, I'm Valeria De Souza, Caplin News.
Governor Ron DeSantis announces yesterday a nearly $30 million in aid to preserve Florida's oceans at FIU's hospitality building.
Caplin's Alejandro Marquina is live from North Miami with more. Good morning, Alejandro.
Good morning, Julian and Patrick. That's right. From the Bay to Florida's coral reef, Governor Ron DeSantis coming all the way to FIU with a promise to save the waters and to bring dead corals back to life.
For many years, South Florida's oceans have faced numerous threats, putting the state's water quality and habitat health at risk. But that could change, as Governor Ron DeSantis announced yesterday in North Miami millions of dollars in grants to protect Biscayne Bay.
Today, we'll be awarding $20 million in grants and aid for the Biscayne Bay water quality improvement projects. These grants will support a total of 8 projects.
The new investments will benefit many different cities across Miami-Dade County, including Homestead, Collier Bay, Miami Shores, North Miami, and Miami Beach.
We've actually spent significant resources from Miami Beach to research and investigate the best ways that we can fix the problem, and then obviously implement those solutions. And this grant from the state is going to help us a lot in implementing those solutions to help the water quality in that area.
The governor also announcing nearly $10 million to help restore Florida's coral reefs.
We'll be funding 11 projects. They were prioritized and awarded based on impact impact of scaling up land-based coral infrastructure and capacity.
FIU President Janet Nunez was also present and says the university is committed on supporting the projects.
So we're excited about being able to use our existing resources and continue investing alongside the vision that the governor has had. We want to make sure it's practical and it's something that's going to work with the Department of Environmental Protection and others.
And the governor says the state's primary goal is to restore 25% of coral reef by 2050. Reporting live from North Miami, Alejandro Marquina, Caplin News.
The Trump administration's new fee on H-1B visas raises questions for beyond immigration policy. Supporters of the fee say it protects American jobs, while critics warn it could hurt industries that rely on international workers. Our D.C. Bureau reporter Jose Carlos Rodriguez has the details.
Now, the White House claims that with this new fee, set at $100,000, it will force companies to hire American workers first. But from rural hospitals to universities, many say that this will impact critical jobs. Now, I spoke with one Florida healthcare advocate who's already seeing the challenges.
We're already as a state facing this incredible shortage when it comes to providers, and I think in rural areas in particular is where you see you can already feel the impact.
For Scott Darius, Executive Director of Florida Voices for Health, the shortage problem is right across the corner. He works with rural communities where low-income patients struggle to find basic care.
This just adds another barrier for folks trying to get the care that they need.
The new fee came after President Donald Trump signed a proclamation requiring a $100,000 fee for H-1B visas filed on or after September 21st. A month after announcing the new cost for this particular visa, the White House says that there could be exemptions, although they haven't been clear on what those exemptions are. And despite requests from groups such as the American Hospital Association and the American Medical Association, no exemptions for healthcare workers have been announced. The American Medical Association says international healthcare providers are key in rural areas. Research shows that H-1B physicians are more likely to serve rural and low-income communities. But why is it that American-born doctors are more present in these areas?
If you're a student, recently graduated provider, you don't make enough in these areas sometimes to keep up with the amount of debt that you're leaving school with.
And healthcare is not the only sector that could be impacted. The tech industry is also on alert. Some companies warn the fee could create a skill cliff, meaning a large shortage of workers with a particular expertise. But a policy professor at Howard University, who has studied H-1B visas for decades, claims many major tech firms are using the program to avoid hiring Americans.
Instead of turning to the H-1B program kind of as a last resort when they can't find American workers, they go to it first because, hey, if I'm an employer and I could pay an H-1B worker a lot less than if I had to hire an American, I'm going to hire the H-1B worker.
In a paper published at the Economic Policy Institute, Dr. Hira explains that 60% of H-1B jobs certified by the Labor Department are assigned prevailing wages below the average for those occupations. In one example, he says an H-1B software programmer in Washington was certified at $75,000, even though the typical local pay is $117,000. Today, 442,000 H-1B beneficiaries are in the U.S. across all sectors. Historically, most of the new approvals will go towards computer-related jobs, with only 5,640 approved petitions for healthcare and social assistance. And while the tech industry may dominate the program, healthcare leaders say that minimal disruption could have a big impact on patients.
Even if you're of the mind that the number of providers we currently have is enough, I think what is true on the face of it is that they're not in the right areas, right? That we're not getting fundamentally the people we need where we need them.
Only 85,000 H-1B visas are available each year. But in 2025, more than 300,000 people applied. The demand is high, and even President Donald Trump has said that the U.S. needs foreign talent for certain jobs. Meanwhile, the White House is still reviewing who, if anyone, will be exempt from the fee. In Washington, D.C., I'm Jose Carlos Rodriguez, Caplin News.
West Palm Beach police arrest a man for making AI prank videos that cause emotional distress to his victims. The accused content creator previously had police called on him several times for these stunts, and now he's also being charged with resisting an officer. One video taken at a Home Depot in West Palm Beach saw the 22-year-old use AI to make a man kiss a fake woman. He then showed the video to his wife and recorded her reaction on his Meta glasses.
It was certainly scary. It was shocking, honestly, how realistic the video was.
Police say that the warning is clear. AI videos like these are getting more and more realistic, and soon you won't be able to tell what is real and what is fake.
Nearly 1/3 of American teenagers use AI chatbots every day, according to a new study by Pew Research Center. The study also got into specifics, finding that 70% of the 1,500 surveyed teens have used an AI chatbot at least once. Additionally, usage among boys and girls is nearly even. Black and Hispanic teens tend to use them at higher rates, and teens at a higher income households also report greater use.
The Miami Heat faced off against the Orlando Magic in the NBA Cup quarterfinals.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
Every night when the late show ends, I come out and check the toy bin, and when there's stuff in there, I just get really excited like a kid myself at Christmas, so I'm pretty excited to do this.
One Vermont family decks their halls and house with over 25,000 Christmas lights. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
Radcliffe Art and Design Incubator is the velocity accompanying the fellow's rudder, as in a boat. Unless there is movement or action, the planned direction is of little consequence. We encourage the creative ideas into action, and from the experience of doing, we critically assess the feedback, adjust, and set out to rediscover the potentialities of an entrepreneurial mindset.
Stem is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Deck the house. Over 25,000 Christmas lights are filling up the Vermont sky this holiday season. It seems bright as day even in the middle of the night on one street in Vermont after one family puts up over 25,000 Christmas lights.
The Garneau family go all out every Christmas holiday season. Aside from the 25,000 lights, they also have a radio station you can tune into and see how all of the lights react in time with the music. The family also hosts a toy drive by leaving a box out front of their house every night.
Every night when the late show ends, I come out and check the toy bin, and when there's stuff in there, I just get really excited like a kid myself at Christmas, so I'm pretty excited to do this.
In just a few short weeks, they already have collected over 24 toys and raised over $150, which will be put towards buying even more toys.
And after a disappointing loss against the Kings, the Miami Heat faced off against the Orlando Magic in the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. Desmond Bane was the player of the game, dropping 37 points, leading the Magic for almost the entire game. While the Magic dominated the court, Miami struggled to find their form with 15 turnovers and some lousy three-pointers. The Heat made a late push in the fourth quarter, but they weren't able to overcome Orlando's lead. The final score was Heat 108, Magic 117. You're watching Newsbreak, and we're coming right back.
See us dream. See us remember. See us protest.
You matter. Your feelings matter. Your identity matters. Everything about who you are matters.
See us fight back. See us rebuild. See us shatter stereotypes. See us inspire. See us united. See us now.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
And that's all the time we have now for Newsbreak. I'm Julian Scott.
And I'm Patrick Glober. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.